YouTube, we're back. I'm sorry I had to leave for a little while. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life. I was promoting MMA events. I was preparing for fights. I was doing all kinds of different things, but we back now. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Anyway, that's LL Cool J for y'all that don't know. Was that LL Cool J? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're going to mukbang today. My guy, Stump. I'm sure a lot of you guys from Middle Tennessee are familiar with Stump. Stump Diddy, a.k.a. the Capo, c.w.b, I4NI. This mukbang is a little bit different than the other ones that we've had on the channel so far because me and Stump know each other a lot better than the other guys I've had. I first met Stump in 2012. That's back when me and Jelly was hanging out every day, and we went to do our daily lunch that we always do. And
That's who introduced us, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out Jelly Roll for the introduction.
Jelly said there's going to be a guy named Stump that's going to meet us for lunch today. And that was at Genghis Grill in Hendersonville. I have another friend that met his wife that was a waitress at Genghis Grill. I've met several of the waitresses at Genghis Grill, just FYI. But anyway, that's either here nor there. But I met Stump Diddy at Genghis Grill. And Jelly didn't know this, but I actually started listening to your music about 10 years prior. 2002, I think, is when Haystack the Natural came out with Oh My God on it. And yeah, that's when I started listening to your music, man, and kept following you and kind of just really got into your stuff and then got to meet you and then we became friends. And
yeah, it's crazy because we were already fans of one another before we met. So when we did finally formally meet, we just clicked and been running together ever since.
And you came to some of my fights with me and cornered me. I went to several of his concerts and worked security or helped out with the merch booth or just was there as a fan. We also used to do a group called the Hot Chicken Authority. Years ago, before hot chicken got real popular like it is, we used to do a review series where we would post videos of our reviews of different hot chicken restaurants. Mm-hmm. And so we decided today we're going to go ahead and take it old school and get some hot chicken. I let Stump decide what we're going to eat today, and he picked Hattie B's, which is one of my top hot chicken restaurants. What would be your top three, Stump, while I dig in?
Well, Hattie B's would definitely be one of them. In no particular order, I would put Hattie B's in the top three for sure, with TNT's. TNT's is a little hole in the wall. A lot of people probably hadn't heard of it. It's not a big chain, big name, but over in the hood, as you would say, off Brick Church Pike, there's a little place ducked off in the cut, man, called TNT's. And sometimes them places that, you know, just ducked off in the cut that people don't know about, they end up having the best food.
Right.
TNT's and Granddaddy's. Granddaddy's is another one. Similar, you know, not a big name, little local mom and pop's joint, but food just off the chain, man. Some of the best chicken. So yeah, Hattie B's, TNT's, and Granddaddy's. That would be my top three.
You know what my favorite is? Moore's in Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's where we started the Hot Chicken Authority at, going to Moore's, and that's what got us on to hot chicken. So it's kind of like a sentimental thing, and it's also like it's good hot chicken. But I also like Hattie B's. I like Princess South. I really like their chicken. But you can't go wrong with TNT or Granddaddy's or Slow Burn or several of these places. A bunch of them are good. It's been very few that I went to that I just wouldn't go back. Been very few of them.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah. And don't forget about Chad Ritchie, third member of the Hot Chicken Authority. He started the thing with us. It was us three, me, Ivy, and Chad Ritchie. We started going to these places and doing our reviews as the Hot Chicken Authority. We hit every place in this region, I mean, and some of them 2 or 3 times to give a fair review. And, you know, now everybody's doing it. I think that's probably why we kind of backed off, because it's not original anymore. But we did it first. Remember that. We did it first.
Before it was cool, we was eating hot chicken.
Yeah.
So Stump, you're very well known here in the Middle Tennessee area as far as the hip hop community is concerned. What would be your favorite all-time hip hop song, and then your favorite all-time song that you've done?
Well, favorite all-time hip hop song, mainstream artists.
Anything.
Well, I'm a big Tupac fan for sure, but I don't want to go cliche. So I'm gonna go DMX.
Oh God.
Let Me Fly. One of my all-time favorites. Bought the album 3-4 different times. Every time it started skipping, I'd go buy it again. I4NI, I'd say We Go Hard. One of my all-time favorites. We Go Hard is definitely. I've actually been thinking about shooting a video of that, man.
We Go Hard?
Yep.
I say you do it in Nashville, it'd blow up and it'd be big. My all-time favorite hip-hop record would be Haystack, Still You Doubted Me. Favorite song of yours is something that you did on one of your solo records when you came out with That's Who. Really loved that one. That kind of told a big story behind it. And I think that's one of my probably top 10 all-time songs
That's
ever been out.
one of my favorite solo songs. That was on the album Say Goodbye to the Bad Guy. If you haven't got that, go check that out. It's a solid album all the way through. But
Where's it at?
You can get it online. It's on i4nination.com for sure. And I believe that Piff, Reverb Nation, just Google search it, you'll find it. Definitely worth downloading. It's a free download. Go check it out. Say Goodbye to the Bad Guy. But I wouldn't mind shooting a video to that one as well, man. Can you imagine?
That one. Can I be in that one? Because I want to be in that one.
Absolutely. We need to get another feature of Ivy in a video. For those who don't know, Ivy co-starred in one of our I4NI videos called Larry Bird. If you haven't checked that out, gotta check that out.
Don't blink, guys. We shot all day. I had a leading role in the video. He cut me out of every scene in it except one. But God bless him, he tried to get me in there.
That's how it goes. For those that don't know, once you get through the editing process, hell, I'm lucky to be in some of the videos.
Cutting room floor. So that's music. Favorite fight all time, and then favorite fight of mine, Stump.
Well, for you, it would be Ivy and Travis Fulton. I mean, what you did there was just commendable.
Last summer.
Yeah. That definitely ranks up there as one of my favorite fights, period. Just because, like I said, your actions, I mean, just it's never been done, you know.
Appreciate you.
Johnathan Ivey versus Travis Fulton. Johnathan Ivey arguably gave up an Olympic-level gymnastics career to pursue MMA.
And a pretty solid landing, great routine. I do not envy the judges.
He last fought 300-plus fight veteran Travis Fulton at Coliseum Combat in June of this year. Ivey dropped Fulton inside the first round and continued the pressure on the ground. After a barrage of strikes and almost winning the fight, Ivey stopped the pressure, and you can see him staring into the distance and shaking his head. Ivey then returns back to his feet and taps on the ground to end the fight, despite being on the verge of winning. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Ivey said Fulton was defenseless and didn't want to inflict any more damage. He went on to say that Travis Fulton was his hero and actually has a tattoo of Fulton on his leg. Ivey felt the referee should have ended the fight earlier, so Ivey took matters literally into his own hands and stopped the fight himself in a clear sign of respect for Fulton. Two elite athletes and such sportsmanship.
Outside of that, I was a Matt Hughes fan, man.
Okay.
I was a big Matt Hughes fan. I put my money on him every time he stepped in the ring.
You made some money.
Yeah. I couldn't necessarily pick a favorite, but that was definitely probably one of my favorite fighters, for sure.
Walked out the country boy can't survive
Yes, sir.
every time. Yep. Oh, Matt. My favorite fight would be Tank Abbott against Hugo Duarte. Brazilian kid came up. Tank stomped him. I mean, it just looked like you want Tank to look. That's how Tank looked. Was in shape. Beat him up. Favorite fight of mine? I fought a big Latino guy named Juan Garcia down in Alabama. He was a big talker. I always like fighting the big talkers. And it was about 90 seconds and then a leg lock. So we like those big talkers. I'm going to ask some things that I don't know the answers to because I know you pretty well.
Okay.
Have you ever did an escape room?
I have.
Tell me how it went. How many have you done and have you ever escaped?
So, I've only done one. There was about 8 of us.
That should have increased your chances.
Should have. For some reason, we chose the hardest one. I don't know if you know this, but when you go, they'll ask you what level you want. There's different levels.
Oh, yeah.
And we decided to choose the most difficult one for some reason. And me and John Connor and his wife and a couple people from Michigan, Tom from Terminally Skilled, you get a time limit. Have you ever
60
done
minutes.
one?
Have I ever done one?
Have you done one?
It's my favorite pastime.
Oh, you've done it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did 6.
Well, so you know, every time you ask for a clue, it takes
Yeah.
minutes off
After
your time.
3 clues, yes.
So yeah, after we had to get several clues, we ended up escaping with literally like 13 minutes left. But we did get out. Well, and they gave us shirts and stickers and all that, but it was the prison escape one is the one we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you doing an escape room. I'd like to see that sometime. Let's do one.
Yeah, we'll do it for sure.
Have you seen the movie Escape Room this year?
I have.
What's your feelings on it?
It was okay. One of the better movies that came out this year.
So far, the horror for 2019 is my favorite one.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that.
I liked it better than Us. Have you seen Us?
I haven't seen Us.
I liked it better than the remake of Pet Sematary. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't.
Do you go to movies?
I do. I don't go just to watch horror movies though. Like I've seen
You're-
Endgame, you know, Avengers.
I don't watch comic book movies now.
All right, I got a question for you.
Come on.
Favorite series of all time?
TV series.
TV series. Netflix, HBO, Hulu, any of those.
It's not going to be one you're a fan of.
Well, we know.
Here's the
Hold on.
thing.
This is how well I do know you. Let's just establish this. You haven't seen Sons of Anarchy.
No.
You haven't seen Boardwalk Empire, The Wire, Sopranos, Weeds. None
No.
of these, right?
No. But I see what alley you're going down, and I have seen Entourage and loved it, but it's not my favorite. I would say my favorite is Ty, and not currently, but when I watched it, Dawson's Creek, because Joey Potter was supposed to be my baby.
I used to have a thing for her, yeah.
I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you said that. Joey Potter was my baby, and I like The Walking Dead. Do you like Walking Dead?
I haven't watched The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones.
I don't watch Game of Thrones. Never watched it.
Well, here's a good one. I haven't had the time to dedicate myself to a new series. But, like the rest of America, I did watch Sons of Anarchy and The Sopranos.
Never watched it. When did that come out? Because I might have been doing other things.
Yeah, you was watching Dawson's Creek.
Was that out that long ago? Oh, God. What's your favorite series?
Sopranos.
Sopranos, your all-time favorite.
Yeah, I don't think anything's come out and topped it yet. Sons of Anarchy was good. The Wire I could relate to, but Sopranos was written incredibly.
Another thing I do not know about you is, okay, I got one more. Your favorite horror movie villain. I don't know this about you.
You don't?
No, I don't.
You sure?
And I'm sure you got one.
You sure we hadn't had this debate?
We work out together in the mornings, and different things come up during the course of our workouts. I don't think this has ever came up. I don't think.
I was a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow!
Freddy Krueger. Who didn't like Freddy, bro?
Bro,
Who hasn't been Freddy for Halloween at least one time in their life? With the glove and the blaze. I did. Might have pulled it off 2 years in a row, I'm sure.
what glove did he walk out to? When he wore the power glove and killed somebody in a movie with the power glove from Nintendo?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't get into Freddy with all of his little wisecracks and stuff.
That's what I like about him.
So you like Leprechaun and Chucky and all them silly wisecracking people?
I mean, Leprechaun was a little over the edge. I didn't really care for it, but I do like the fact that, you know, the killer talked a little bit, not some, you know, I know you're a big Jason fan where he just never said a word ever in 8 movies, even in space, Cyber Jason never spoke. I didn't like that.
There was 12 movies. If we're let's state facts here. But Leatherface is my all-time favorite. Have you watched all of Leatherface?
I like Leatherface, yeah.
Okay. And you still going with Freddy?
Yeah. As a kid, boy, I watched all the Freddy movies.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a kid, you could, like, grown man horror would be Captain Spaulding, Leatherface, Jason, Michael Myers. Kid horror would be, Freddy.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Not limited to horror. Just any movie, any genre of all time.
What movie can I watch 1,000 times and never get bored of?
Yo.
It's a tie. Scarface,
Of course.
and Bridges of Madison County.
Okay.
Two totally opposite movies,
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
but both of them I like Chasing Amy
Okay.
a lot. Have you seen Chasing Amy? Nobody else has.
No.
I think me and one other person's the only people that watch that. You like gangster movies? You need to watch Amongst Friends.
Haven't seen it either. But I would say Carlito's Way.
Loved it.
Probably my favorite.
Loved it.
Yeah. If I had to watch a movie on repeat over and over, that'd
Never gets
probably
old.
be my pick. Yeah.
Have you known many Benny Blancas in your life?
Known quite a few. Yeah, absolutely. I could start naming them right now. If
Oh,
we got
well.
down.
Let's not do that on this channel. Let's.
Got a song coming out talking about it. You'll know soon enough.
Oh. What heat level did you get? I got extra hot. What did you get?
Hot.
Hot? Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I used to eat hot. Well, you got anything coming up?
I am working on a solo album. Me and David Ray's gonna work on an album together. Been relaxing. I've been just enjoying some time with the fam here lately. We took a little time off through the holidays, and I've gotten used to it. I ain't gonna lie. I've kind of gotten used to just hanging around the house, spending time with the kids. But we put off all our shows. Just started getting back in the studio recording. I'd say within the last month, but I am gonna work on a solo album.
Good deal. I'm looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. Really am.
I'm gonna shoot some videos, man. Like I said, I like to do We Go Hard and Me That Too. That's two that I would like to shoot to.
We had to cut the AC off in the studio for the audio. The studio is hotter than the chicken is. I've wiped myself off 10 times. I know we're both big NFL fans. As far as the NFL Draft 2019, how do you feel about, you're a big Titans guy, so how do you feel about the first round and who y'all guys took?
I like what the Titans are doing. I think they're filling the positions they need to. I like the addition of DeAndre Walker, Jeffrey Simmons. I mean, I ain't got no complaints. I like what they're doing. I think the Titans are going to be a team to be dealt with this year, buddy.
Now you know, probably more so than most folks, I'm a diehard Redskins fan.
Absolutely.
It's always going to be that way. It ain't never going to change. I'm so tickled about our draft, especially our first round. We got Haskins out of Ohio State, and we got Sweat out of Mississippi State. Come on. I mean, I'm ready for the year. Alex Smith or not. Colt McCoy or not. Let's go. Let's do it. We signed a 45-year-old running back, Adrian Peterson, for another year. I'm kidding. He's not 45. But hopefully we ain't got to go on him too much because we got guys coming back from LSU that's coming back from injury.
Let me ask you this. Who's your second favorite team?
I don't have one. And I'm never going to have
I've
a
never
second
heard you
favorite.
speak of another team ever.
There's never going to be another team ever.
You don't.
I don't
like
have
the
a
Titans.
I don't like the Titans.
Really?
There's 31 teams that I don't care anything about, and then there's the Washington Redskins. I don't have a backup. I'm not that guy. So Stump, that's the NFL, but we play a lot of Madden. We both do. Who would be the best Madden player you've ever seen play? And you've seen me play quite a bit. You haven't seen me play recently, and let me tell you, the squad has improved. But who's the best you ever played?
Locally, here, in my town?
Okay.
Because I played some beasts.
Okay.
That's won some Madden tournaments down in Atlanta. But here, locally, I mean, you're decent with the joystick. I give you that. That's what he wants to hear. He wants y'all to know that he's an above average Madden player.
Above average.
He's pretty good.
Come
He's
on.
pretty good. I mean, he's on my level for sure.
Your level?
Yeah.
Stop it. You've never beat me not one time. Not one time.
Well, what's wrong with you?
This man owed me money for over a year because of Madden. He's never beat me. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to bring up old news because then, anyway.
He's won some. I give him that.
All right, Hattie B's killed it again. I loved it. Stump, where can people find you at and listen to your music and all that?
www.i4nination.com. That's our official website where you can check out the music, the videos, pick up some merch. Obviously, we're on all digital platforms. Pandora, we got a radio station, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're everywhere. It ain't hard to find us. All you got to do is Google I4NI. Definitely check out the new album, Loyalty. Solid album, banging all the way through. Shout out to 13 Schools. Like I said, I'm working on a solo project. Me and David Ray's gonna work on a project. If you haven't listened to Say Goodbye to the Bad Guys, a solo album I released last year, banger. Make sure you go get that. But yeah, check us out on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that. Same time, Johnathan Ivey's channel.
Boom.
Just do both of them. Bye-bye. Won't take you but a couple seconds.
If you ain't subscribed to the Johnathan Ivey channel, go down below and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on the notifications. We're going to upload videos every 4 days, guys. I'm back. I'm back full speed ahead. We're going to upload them every 4 days. Check out Stump. Check out Ivy. Peace!